We're Kings Hayes, and you're watching Know Huntsville.
First take!
Oh, that was good.
Rosetta, my Rosetta, I'm so glad that I found somebody new. I watched you from a distance, then you spiral and stuck to me like glue. I know you're checking me out. Why don't we make up?
All right, we're good. All right, Joe, are you ready? All right, this is Tom.
And I'm Joe.
And this is Know Huntsville. Once again, we have another great local
band.
musical act here. We have the Harlequin Jazz Band. Guys, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for inviting
Yeah.
us.
All right, so we heard you play a little bit here. Very excited. So let's get into it a little bit first. So tell me about how you guys got together and what type of music you guys play.
Well, we really started, it was Jeffrey and
All right.
Jason playing at our weekly swing dance, which is Thursday night swing at the Flying Monkey.
Flying Monkey. So if you haven't heard about the Flying Monkey, it's over at Low Mill Arts and Entertainment. It's a great venue for artists and all kinds of stuff going on. So the second floor is the Flying Monkey, right?
Correct.
And that's where you guys are. That's where you guys met. Is what you're saying?
Well, we knew each other before then because of swing dance, because we've been swing dancing for a long time, and Jason and I teach swing dance there too.
What?
Yeah, so every Thursday you can come learn how to
Yeah.
swing dance at
They're
6:30.
bilingual.
There's
Fancy.
beginner lessons. But anyway,
Right.
that's where they started playing music, and Jason finally convinced me to pick my clarinet back up and play more jazz with them too. And then we just kind of kept growing out of that, and we would just jam every Thursday, and we would pick up new musicians after that. And eventually we became a dedicated band that was trying to play this music.
So you started
that we
as
loved.
2 and merged out to 6 now, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Right?
and actually Alex is the most recent. He just started playing with us.
Alex,
He's pretty amazing.
welcome
piano.
aboard.
Yeah, what she described is exactly how I met everybody. I went to swing dancing, and I just saw them jamming after I danced, and I just kind of joined them. Like,
Yeah.
Right?
What do you play?
What he's not mentioning is that he walked
What do
up
you
to us
play?
and said,
Piano.
I've never played jazz in my life.
Right.
And then he sat down and fucking blew us away.
Wow.
Yeah, when you went off earlier, that was impressive, man.
It's
It was
very
amazing. It
I
sounded really
had
good.
my crappy keyboard that had a broken key, and I was like trying to blink. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I wanna learn piano. And then he came in, he sat down, and he just had he played along. I was like, give him a solo. He's doing great. Go.
And then you said, "Screw it, I'll play the washboard." That's
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
We actually recruited Dean because we needed a new washboard player. Like Dean,
A new one. Are there a lot?
There was an
a
old-
lot of them
Well,
going
yeah,
around?
we had a different
Really?
washboard player, and he was.
There's so many to choose
fantastic.
from in town.
He had actually been a drummer, and
Well, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
It's kind
so
of percussion.
washboard's
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
easy, but he didn't have time to dedicate to all the practicing we wanted to do, and that was cool. So we recruited Dean.
Or it wasn't cool. That's why he's no longer
It
with
was
the
fine.
band.
I still love him, and he is at Thursday Night Swing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But
that's
Dean
good.
has a bell on his washboard.
It's true.
Yeah, you can't beat that right there.
and an ether next to
That just
Am I
happened.
getting a hamburger?
I regret giving that.
Order up.
All right, so you guys, so it's every. So how often do you play up there so people can come and see you play?
Well, so the last Thursday of every month, because we started at TNS, we always play for TNS on the last Thursday, and it's just kind of a celebratory thing, and they order pizza, and we play for them, and they've supported us ever since we started, so we always play on the last Thursday of the month. We're also coming up, we're going to play on the 14th at Envy Restaurant and Entertainment Place.
Which is right over here, right? Yeah.
And then on the 15th, we're playing at Night of 1,000 Flowers at Botanical Gardens. I think it's for members only.
What?
That'd be fun.
I didn't know that they put on shows over there. Well, that's kind of cool.
Well, we did a gig for them at one of their plant sales, and they loved us so much that they asked us back. So we're going to play that for
You
them.
guys seem like you'd fit pretty good there, actually. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty cool. I mean, I like the botanical gardens. I take my kids over there all the time. It's really cool.
It's a really nice place to play.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure it's very zen-like. Right?
And we're also playing at Panoply this year, and we're excited about
Well,
that.
that's a huge get, right?
Yeah.
Because that's getting bigger every year,
on
which
Saturday.
is pretty cool.
Hopefully it won't rain, but I'm not
Hopefully
holding
it
my
won't
breath.
rain.
Yeah, that's usually a Huntsville rain dance. Panoply. You know?
So give us a little bit of the background of your influences and stuff, because I gotta imagine there's a little bit of a diversity there with so many people in the band. So talk to us about the little influences that get you guys to play the type of music that you play.
We draw a lot from King Oliver and Kid Ory and Lord, I'm blanking now. But anyways,
Early Louis was with King Oliver.
Early Louis, yeah, Louis Armstrong was actually a member of King Oliver's band in the teens, I think, and then he formed his own band in the 20s, the Hot Fives and Hot Sevens, and then eventually he became the ambassador of jazz. But in those days, in the early days of jazz, those were like the really hot bands. You know, original Dixieland jazz band.
Right.
Actually, the funny thing about the word jazz is it actually was spelled J-A-S-S, jazz, first. And when the original Dixieland Jazz Band had that spelling in their title, they eventually changed it because the first letter of jazz was removed, vulgarized by some people, and so like, we got to change this word.
So that's why it's changed.
Right.
No
You
kidding.
just turned us into an educational podcast.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
This is always an educational podcast. Now, at what level is what depends on the guests and stuff like that.
But yeah, it was
What kind of
actually
beer to drink.
it was a
Exactly.
vernacular, a slang word for to invigorize or to bring energy to and to
Jazz
jazz it up.
Jazz it up,
Exactly.
yeah.
That actually predated the
All right,
music.
yeah. So, look, you guys are obviously younger kids than Joe and I, right? So how do you guys get into listening to music that's in a whole nother genre? Like, did your parents listen to jazz? What got you guys into listening to jazz?
Swing
For me,
dancing.
Yeah, for me it was swing dance. I mean, I'm a
Straight
swing
from swing
dancer
dancing.
first before I was recruited. I have a little bit of musical background,
Okay.
choir and stuff, but I was a swing dancer first. And they're like, "Hey, I'm goofy." You could tell. And so they were like, "You'd be a good washboard player." I'm like, "Okay," and then I figured it out. But
Yeah, so
like,
I see some theater influence, right, obviously. So some theater, and then obviously some swing dancing, and then obviously getting into the music is. Plus, jazz music is really cool to listen to,
Well,
no
and,
doubt, right?
A big part of swing dancing is the history of the dance, and the history of
Right.
the dance is very seated in the music. And so I think that's what started it for a lot of us, especially I know for me and for Jason, and we just started picking up instruments again because we had instruments that we knew how to play, and we wanted to be more involved with it. And there's more and more swing dance groups that are getting involved with providing music classes and music things with the dance lessons, and so it's kind of an evolution that's happening in the swing scene as well, and it's just really interesting.
So are you guys playing music for actual swing dances then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's
what you
the
guys
every
do.
last Thursday.
Yeah,
we're
that's-
talking
That's
about.
what it is.
The
there. So they can
TNS,
come
man.
and dance,
Come on.
and they can come and dance, and then that's when you guys play and stuff.
That's right.
Well, that's really cool.
Well, I've heard of people going just over there that don't dance just to listen to people play.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
awesome.
"That's
Obviously, yeah,
awesome."
sure.
That's what I would do. You
I
don't want to
know-
see me dance.
Jeffrey's
true.
been playing
I would, yeah.
for a
So
while.
yeah, I'm kind of the odd man out, and I've been playing in two big bands in town for a number of years, and that got me into swing dancing. So I
Okay.
played with Moondust Big Band and Rocket City Jazz Orchestra
Okay.
as a trombone player, and I picked up trumpet for this group.
We needed a
Wow.
trumpet player.
We really need to trumpet.
You're the go-to man.
Yep.
So yeah, you can check out the Harlequin Jazz Band on Facebook /Harlequin Jazz Band. Then also harlequinjazz.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Right.
Harlequinjazz.com.
And
It has a
Daniel,
calendar.
Jason, Jeffrey, Scott, Dean, Alex, thank you so much for coming in. We're looking forward to having you guys play some more music. And man, just a great sound, and it's cool that Huntsville has this sound and also has a swing dance sort of organization, which is really cool. So people should check out. So again, guys, thanks for coming in, and I'm looking forward to you playing some more music.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He's got to leave that bell here because that's what.
No, there's no way.
That's how I'm going to start communicating.
Or Sting Bell.
All right, guys.
It's like that